Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Afternoon. It's just me, Shauna D here. And how are you guys today? I figured I would say Happy New Year. We are in a new year. We all made it. Some of us did not make it, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we are here. And what are you going to do in the new year? What are your plans for yourself this year? Um, kind of want to talk about, we make resolutions, but in reality, the resolution, can you keep the resolution? How about we make changes? Is the best way to say it is let's just make changes to our life, our health, family, finances, just holistically. If you're planning on being in a better mental space, that takes meditation. If you're planning on a better financial space, that takes planning, frugalness. It takes, discipline, financial discipline. If you plan on getting your health and wellness better, like I do, you've got to make steps to get better, get healthier, get fit, whatever it is that you feel you need to do in 2023. We are here. We are day one, and you only person can let you down is you. You only compare yourself to the latest version of you. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't compare yourself to your friends or family or your foes or whatever. Just make sure you're the best version of you going into this new year. I will share some things with you. Lately, we've been on Getting Down with Stephen D, and he's going to join me here momentarily. And we've been talking about love, relationships, marriage, family life, lifestyle, all those things. And that's what we're going to do on both aspects, from the male's perspective on his page, and then from the female perspective with me. It's just me, Shauna D. So with that being said, I'm going to take you on a journey with me. What journey is that I want to take you on? I want to take you on a health and wellness journey, whether it be from live streaming, updates, vlogging, or whatever the case may be. We have made a conscious decision together to get our health together. I'm 48, I'll be 49, and he's going to be 50 in probably less than 60 days. So the idea is to be fit by 50. Well, in our 50s, I'll put it like that, because the journey does not happen overnight. The process takes lifestyle changes, and we're going to make those small strides of lifestyle changes to be a better version of ourselves with our health, weight, wellness, and whatnot. I'm going to take you on a private journey that I am going to go through with you. I will update you on progress, whatnot, because guess what? I've always been a fluffy girl. Never been thin my entire life. So I'm going to take you on this transformation that I plan on going on in 2023. Why am I doing it? I'm doing it for myself. At this age in life, I am not on any medications. Hallelujah. No issues, no underlying issues. Just kind of the only thing I have is, PCOS. And some of you understand what that is. And then I have like a slight insulin resistance. I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic, but food processed different in my body. And anyone that deals with that, you'll know what I'm talking about. So those are just the tidbits of underlying conditions that I have, but no medication whatsoever. So I'm in front of the eight ball, so to speak, because there are people my age that are on medications, whatnot, whether it be high blood pressure, hypertension, or whatever the case may be. I want to get in front of it now so I can have more years added to my life. They say, oh, at this age, you have more years behind you than in front of you. Well, that's a story, because guess what? I plan on having more years in front of me as well as behind me. So that's my goal going into 23 and going forward. I have a little more time to get fit by 50, but that is the plan. That is the plan for me. And I'm going to take you on that journey. I'm going to be accountable to self. You know, we have good days, we have bad days. Is anyone perfect? Absolutely not. No one is perfect. However, we can all improve, right? So we're going to go through a series on love. Now, you guys are like, well, why is she on now? She's going to be on a little bit with him because it's just an introductory. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about love. And love is such a broad conversation. We can talk about love between parent-child, love in relationships, a godly love, agape love, friendly love, brotherly love. So there's different stages of love. And how do you know really when somebody loves you? And what are the signs? What do you equate love as being? Love is definitely an action. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight with Getting Down with Stephen D momentarily. We're not going to be on real late tonight, getting, things going and just enjoying time with your family, as well as we're going to enjoy time with our family. And that's what's important. Love on those that are around you and that are loving on you, even the ones that sometimes don't deserve your love. Got to be kind. We talked about that last week. We talked about forgiveness on his panel last week. And that's just kind of the takeaway I want to go into the new year with. There's so many of us that did not make it, your friends, your family, colleagues, whatnot, because of, the past couple of years, the world has been struggling with that, the thing that we dealt with. But anyway, we've been dealing with that, and we've lost loved ones then. And then there has been like a cascade, I know in my family and as well as his, cascade of just losing loved ones. And it makes you reevaluate what's important, what really is important. Things are material things. It's nice to have, but is that important? Does that exemplify love? We have to learn to love on those around us because time is precious and it's most certainly uncertain. So that's the biggest thing for me that I wanted to share, point blank, period. This season is going to be about accountability, wellness, getting better, being a better version of just you all the way around. So I'm going to drop my link, and I think we'll just get a preamble of what Getting Down to Stephen D. You guys see my title says test. And see, I was testing a process, playing with this thing, this streaming thing, and getting familiar with it. So I just wanted to come and talk real brief about that. So I'm going to send an invite link. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to put the link on. And I'm going to put it in the thread. I'm practicing now, y'all. I'm practicing. And there's the link. I'm dropping it for Getting Down with Stephen D. So he's supposed to join us. And he's just going to talk real quick about some things. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. Just real briefly, I'm going to come live as well as he's going to come live, but we kind of like to do the together thing on weekends so we can get a better perspective. So I'm just practicing this thing until I get it right. This is new territory for me, and it's not that it's new. We actually began this journey I had to look back. I had to stand correct myself. We did this in 2021. I want to say 2021. We started our platforms, which was Matters of the Heart. That is a safe space to have discussions. And we'll do the same thing on both our panels. But we started this in 2021 and we kind of sprinkle little seeds everywhere. And we said consciously, we're going to water those seeds in 2023. We set things out, we forecast things, we plan things, And this is time for fruition. When you have your things and your ideas that you set out to do and they come to fruition, you're going to get the unadulterated, authentic version of both of us, because that is the only way we know to be. What you see is really what you get. Am I going to let you all in my business? Absolutely not. But I'm going to share some things with you. It's just practical, because those TROLLSs, they just like to do what they do, and that's what they're there for. They elevate you. I'm not saying, oh, we're so great. No, we're just a portion out here. So I don't know if he saw the link or not, but he's supposed to be joining me. This is so impromptu, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I have seen worse. So with that being said, that's just, what is it for you? What are your things that you plan to do that you're going to commit to in 2023? It's a new year, new you, new year, new ideas, and just stick to it. Find an accountability partner. That's the best thing you can do, is find an accountability partner to help you stay consistent. And that's what I plan on doing. My daughter is a good accountability partner, because it's like, if I want that, y'all know when we go, and this is not promo for these people, but Sam's, y'all know them little brownie bites that they have? They're addictive. And so she's my accountability partner. Like, Mom, don't. So I actually don't have the desire for that kind of stuff right now, which is beautiful. So I'm already ahead of the game for this health and wellness journey. So that's my plan, to get my health under control. And it's not that I'm in bad health. It's just to be in better health, so to speak. So just remember those things that you want to. I'm going to drop this link again. Hopefully he can see it if he's on my page. I hope he can get it, so he can give a little intro of what he's going to do tonight. Maybe not. Get me some coffee here. Speaking of, I used to, sometimes you can have $1 million idea and you don't even know it. And then, okay, here's the thing, what I want to tell you. Let me back up a little. Sometimes when God puts something on your heart, like we're saying, we planted these seeds in 2021, God will get his will done regardless of if you do it or if he ordains somebody else to do it. And I say this to say, my mother in my youth, so I was born in the 70s, 1974. And when I was probably 6, so it's probably around the 80s, my mother used to make iced coffee. Was that even a thing then? Was there even a Starbucks then? No. So they used to laugh and talk about her making this iced coffee. And I was like, oh, why are you doing that? Little did I know, if she had have acted on just that element, that she wanted cold coffee in the summer. She wanted the taste, but she didn't want the heat. And years ago, she was sitting on a gold mine, and unbeknownst to her, she just looked at it as being iced coffee, and it was like, here we have so many coffee shops that serve ice cold coffee, whereas that was not a thing when I was younger, not whatsoever. So it's just, you just never know what's being dialed into you, what's being downloaded into you from the Lord. God puts things on your heart to do, and you don't know how you're going to do it, but just he will. If he gives you the vision, he's definitely going to give provision. So like I'm just saying, when you have things on your heart to do, just do it. You'll find people that have done the same thing. There's a plethora of resources, a wealth of information out there for you. And I guess I'm kind of like all over the place, but I just want to touch base, like things that you put on your heart to do, that you said, okay, this is a new year, I'm going to do this. Stick to it. Are you going to fall off? Absolutely. Are you going to fall short? Definitely. But just get back up and continue. When you fail is when you stop trying. You fail when you don't get up and you don't continue. So that's the biggest thing. So just stay consistent, keep your drive up, read, learn new things. Sometimes we perish for lack of knowledge, and that knowledge is, you can either research it, Google's a lot of people's best friend. go to your near, your local library, or just educate yourself. There's so many things and tools and teachables out there that there's no reason that we should fail. We are in a new age, and we need to grow as the world is changing. And as we change and the world is growing, we can advance, and you can advance yourself. And you may be leaving a great legacy and lineage for your family. I'm doing it right now. I am doing it right now. I am putting one foot in front of the other, and I'm just here to encourage you. That is what I'm here for. Nothing more, nothing less. And hopefully, Mr. can get on here pretty soon. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I have seen like the most professional people on here. Just, it is what it is. I'm a real person. I am not superficial. I think I'm going to do it this way. Hey guys, hang on. I was really hoping he would join. I'm about to add my own self. That's not what I'm trying to do. I was trying to forward that link. So I'm just encouraging you here in the first day of the new year. Follow your dreams. Find your passion. And the thing about it is, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but where your passion resides is your purpose. Your purpose is right there in your passion. So that's the best thing I can tell you. Hold on, guys. Just trying to see. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you. Usually, if it's something you enjoy doing, like if you're one that loves to cook, catering would not be hard for you because you love to cook. If you're one that loves children, having a child care facility would not be hard for you because you care for children. I have a heart for elderly and children because they're the most vulnerable and they need someone to advocate for them, whether it be, because I'm not saying they don't have a voice, but there's somebody that needs to be in their corner. Answer the question. But see, that's they need someone to advocate for them, whether you in the early stages of life or in the latter stages of life. That is where my heart truly is for people. I love people. I just don't like everybody. And that's okay. Long as if I don't like you, I'm not wanting to do harm or anything like that. And that's what we have to learn, to set aside our differences. As getting down what Stephen D says, agree to disagree and love the hell out of each other. And that's the best thing for us to do. Agree to disagree and love the hell out of each other. Excuse the vernacular, but it is what it is. And so that's just what it is. We are different. We are all unique. We don't have the same genetic makeup, and that's okay. That's okay. And a lot of people fear what they don't understand. And it's sad, but it's the sad truth that a lot of people fear what they don't understand. And if you don't understand, try to gain an understanding or to get educated into something. So, I'm just a vessel. And I decided, God has put so much in my heart and on my mind. And I have like journals everywhere because I'm scribing. I'm always scribing. And that's because the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. And it is true. Write the vision and make it plain. And that's what I decided to do. I'm not going to stand in fear. Fear is not a spirit that I carry. In a sense, if it's uncertain, but to be afraid, because it's usually because it's new. And if we give into that, fear, you won't ever do it. You won't ever do it. If you get past the fear, get past the distractions. And that's the biggest thing is getting past I'm just talking about things going into 2023. Just do it. Nike said it best. Just do it. And it's like, how do I do that? Well, let me tell you something. I think you're probably not the only one with the idea. And if somebody else has done it. And it's enough room for everyone. It's enough room for everyone. And scripturally is the Bible says your gift will make room for you. Period, point blank. So I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to drop a link. And I am going to put it in the chat. And hopefully we can get them on here. I'm just here to encourage you. And hopefully we can, as we grow, we are doing this very organically. As I say, getting it from the mud. We are getting it from the mud over here. So, and that's the best thing, that we can grow over here and build our community together. It is a safe space. We will share, we will laugh. There'll be life journeys. I'll share some moments. I got 2 about to graduate high school. So mama is like, heartstrings are being tugged on because it's like, oh my gosh, I was just holding them in my arms not too long ago. And now they're embarking on a new stage in life. Neither here nor there. I don't know why I went there, but I just thought about it. Oh, I think he's here. Hello.
Hey, I finally found out how to do it. The link, I didn't understand the assignment.
You didn't understand. Good job.
I just seen your link.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what I was doing.
I was just trying to. I was stalling. I was like, Lord, does he know how to do it? And I was trying to.
I told you I didn't know how to do it.
I gotta mute everything. Hold on a second. I don't want to mute it. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was going to send you the link where I'm like, I'm trying to add myself again. Anyway, I was talking about you're going to go through a series of love. And the different levels of love and the characteristics of love. And people often mistake love as things or gifting or whatever. But I'm not trying to get into your plans and whatnot, but just kind of brief us.
I'm going to talk about love, like Shauna said, different aspects of love. There's different sections of love, if that is understandable. Different parts of love. Love covers a variety of things. And now I think today we're going to talk about love I'm going to talk about love between a spouse, a woman and man, a husband and wife. Now I will say this. Love is not sex. I'll just leave that there if y'all can understand that. Love is just not sex. It's not sex. And I'll get into that later on. But we all need love. You all want love. I'll just say that right there. But we'll talk about it.
You're not sharing more, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but you know what you said? Am I echoing?
I don't think so.
Okay. When you said everybody needs love, you know what came through my mind, and I'm just crazy or off. Say crazy. I thought about animals. When you have a domestic pet, all they want is your love. if you adopt one, if you raise one from a pup, they just want to be loved on and cared for. And they are the most pure creature that God created for humankind that just wants real love, no strings attached. And it's a we could be, and I hate to say it like this, but, and I know I'm going to your stuff, I'm not trying to ease into your lane or anything, but it makes me think like it's that simple.
Now, they got an old saying. Says nobody wants to be alone when they get older. I used to say that nobody wants to get old and be alone. But let me retract that. Everybody wants to be loved as they get older, because you can be with somebody, young, old, whatever, and you can be miserable because there is no love. What nobody wants to be alone and not loved when they get older, because it's one thing to be with somebody and being disrespected, dishonored, and you're angry and miserable, and it hurts when you're younger. But when you get older, your body changes, your mindset changes. You're irritable. You get irritable quick. You get sick. That stuff makes you sick, literally, physically, mentally, physically. So nobody wants to get older without somebody, but without somebody in love. You want to be in love, and they love you as you get older. That's the thing that you want. I don't want to be old and be with somebody and I'm miserable. You already went through hell coming up trying to get to this stage. Now you retired and how are you going to be retired laid back when somebody hates you like you're living with the enemy? Nobody. So that's it.
That was deep. Because I know we gotta wait. But I know we'll be side by side. But it's like when you said getting older, the requirement is not understood in the youth almost sometimes. Sometimes you're mature enough to understand that requirement. But if you think about it, how you love changes as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, when you're young, and I pray that the passion, I'm not going to get me small on here. But
I'm not saying nothing else.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's different as we age.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it better as you age. And so we come in with the chemistry, but you just can't also live off the chemistry.
You mature as you get older. Even when you're with somebody, and say you with somebody from your youth and you stay together, you mature, she matures or he matures, but your love also matures. What you did when you was in the beginning, when you call that puppy love, is changed dramatically when you get older, because you start understanding some things. See, you try to pull it out of me. That's what you're trying to do. It changes dramatically because of what you've been through, what you've been through in your past, who has been in your life, and who has departed from your life. Situations in your life will change. Now, the love that you have for that person shouldn't change, but the love itself may change, and it should change for the better. I'm going to go ahead and get off. And I will see you. I can't give you all of it.
Okay, so we will do this side by side. That's deep. That's really deep. And that's just one stage of love in relationship.
Yeah.
There's so many different levels when we talk about friends, family, children.
Yes, you talk about love. The first love is the agape love.
Exactly.
Of God. Okay. You got relationship love between a man and a woman. You got love between your for your children.
Yeah.
A love between your siblings, and a love between you and your closest friends, what we used to call besties.
Mm-hmm.
Now that love takes time.
Yeah.
And that love is not a love between a friend that you can get right now. Like you meet them that same day. It takes time to learn each other. And then if you accept how they are and accept how you are, then that love grows out of friendship. So there's like a 4 or 5 different, 4 maybe 6 different types of love.
Right.
And that's what I will be hitting on.
That's deep. So we're on Eastern time, so maybe 5 o'clock hour, come back and talk about it.
Now we're not experts.
No.
We're just telling you from our aspect
of
how we felt of what we dealt with.
Okay. One more thing. Will you pass the mic for that moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
But think about it. You're talking about changes. And as you grow older, it gets better. And when you love, I have my friend girls, but when you love your best friend, makes it better.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Okay. Because you're not right back in. Are you dropping off? I gotta drop you off.
Yeah, drop me off.
All right. That's it. Okay.
I
Right back at you. I tried, y'all. I was gonna try to pull it out, but he was not having it. So anyway, I guess we have to wait at 5 p.m. Eastern time to talk a little more about love. Y'all see, we are going to be celebrating 15 years this year of marriage. We talked about it on his platform that we dated twice in high school. We both married 2 different people. And fate had it that our paths crossed in our adult life. And it was such a beautiful thing. And we weren't planning it. I was not getting remarried or nothing like that. And this man has literally been my friend since I was 13, 14 years old. So that's why I still blush when I see him, man. I'm like, and before anybody gets ugly, we did not mess around. When we respected those spaces because we honored our marriages, and it just didn't work out with those individuals. So anyway, I'm going to sign off now, but he still makes me blush. Y'all saw that. That's it for tonight. For me, even though it says test, we're testing the process to see how this goes. And I thank you for obliging. Until next time, peace. It's just me, Shauna D, signing out. Love you.